What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, and today Bungie released information on multiple new Taken King exotics in their Instagram account. They released pictures of these new exotics along with a little bit of lore within the picture, and also in the description of the picture they actually said what these exotics do, so we know what the effects of their exotic perks are. Insane amount of information, guys. Some of these exotics look so cool and so useful, and without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first exotic released was the Empyrean Bellicose. Now, this is a new exotic Titan helmet. The description of this helmet reads, "This barely understood Golden Age technology once held aloft the floating guardians of Panama Mons. Now it's stopping bullets." Now, what this exotic does is that while you're in the air, aiming down sights of your weapon will actually hold you in place in the air for a short amount of time. This is an insanely useful trick and can tilt the combat into your favor. In Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, many players chose to utilize the hover perk for their boost system. This basically gave the same effect as this helmet and allowed them to hover in air while shooting enemies, and it was considered pretty darn effective in shifting combat in your favor. Your opponent just wouldn't be expecting it. As a player who mains a Titan, I am insanely happy about this helmet. I am looking forward to getting one so much. Giving Titans that degree of maneuverability and trickery in combat is something we didn't really have. Yes, blinking is probably still more effective, but being able to stop mid-jump, because Titans can jump the highest as well, can really throw the gunfight in your favor, like I've been saying. So I'm so excited for this helmet. Now, moving on, we have a new exotic shotgun called the Chaperone. The item description is, quote, "My mother had a shotgun that we called the Chaperone. Kept us alive out there before we got to the city." That's a quote by Amanda Holiday. She is a Destiny NPC. Now, the effects of this shotgun is that it fires a single slug and it grants an agility boost while equipped. Now, in addition to that, precision kills with this shotgun will grant a brief increase to handling, range, rate of fire, and stability. So basically, if you can get a precision kill with this shotgun, it becomes God mode and you can go around sniping people with this weapon. I'm really looking forward to this shotgun because it really hasn't been done in exotic form. Both of the other exotic shotguns, the Invective and the Fourth Horseman, are both high fire rate, kind of lower end damaging shotguns. This is going to be the low fire rate, high damaging, one banger exotic shotgun. So it's perfect. It hasn't really been done in the game yet in an exotic version, so I'm looking forward to this gun. Next, we have a new exotic Warlock chest piece, the Alchemist Raiment. Now, the item description is, "To reshape the world piece by piece, thought by thought. All it takes is a little reshuffling of particles." Now, what does this exotic do? Well, collecting primary ammo will actually give you a chance to gain Glimmer. That's a pretty good overall PvE perk. Definitely sweet to be able to grind some strike playlists, for example, and increase your chances to get Glimmer. So it's good for just farming. Now, in addition to that, orbs collected while your super is full will recharge your grenades and melee. Now, again, I view this as a pretty sweet addition for Warlocks in PvE. Don't think of it as, a really good PvP thing that you're going to throw this on and do well in the Crucible. It doesn't really seem like that, and it doesn't really seem like a super useful end-game exotic either. Like, if you're trying to complete the new raid, I don't know if you'd use this. But there are going to be times when you just need to farm for stuff like Glimmer and materials or motes or whatever, and being able to put something on that increases that is actually pretty awesome. Now, next we have a new exotic fusion rifle called the Telesto. The item description is, "Vestiges of the Queen's harbingers yet linger among Saturn's moons." Now, what this gun does, guys, this is crazy. This fusion rifle will attach its projectiles to your foes and detonate with a delayed void blast. So it's going to stick onto enemies and then they run around for a little bit and then it explodes, damaging multiple enemies within its area of effect. But that's not all. If you get multi-kills with this weapon, it will spawn orbs for your teammates. How awesome is this? I totally view this gun as a great PvE crowd control weapon. Now moving on, we have new Hunter exotic gauntlets, and these are the sealed Ahamkara grasps, and I'm not sure if there's some sort of variant of the current Ahamkara gauntlets, I'm not sure about that, or these are maybe just a new exotic entirely, but in any event, the description is, plating the Ahamkara bones in silver helps to quiet the auditory hallucinations. O bearer mine. Now what these gauntlets do is, firstly, they provide an additional melee charge, and I wonder if you're running these gauntlets and you're running double throwing knives if you'll get 3 throwing knives. We'll have to see and find out if that's the case. But in addition, damaging an enemy with a melee attack will have a chance to instantly reload your primary weapon. That sounds pretty decent. Anything with an additional charge to something, even melee, is going to have a profound effect in PvP. So look forward to some melee builds in PvP, especially if you can get the triple throwing knife. Next, we have the Heavy Fusion Rifle, the Sleeper Simulant. Bungie did release this with all of the other exotics kind of in the same go. However, information about the Sleeper Stimulant has been out for a long time because Game Informer was allowed to get kind of an early preview of this weapon. So if you want to get as much information as possible, I'd recommend watching my Sleeper Stimulant video. I go over a ton of more information about this gun, but in any event, its item description is subroutine Bellicose status equals complete, midnight extingent status equals still in progress. And what this gun does is it's a heavy fusion rifle that shoots a single bolt, very similar to a railgun. These projectiles penetrate enemies and can also ricochet on hard surfaces. Now that's it for the big reveal on Bungie's Instagram account today. 6 new exotic weapons profiled. Well, technically 5 new because I already knew about the Sleeper Stimulant, but some of these I had never heard of. That Titan helmet I had never ever seen before, even in gameplay. So I'm extremely excited for these new exotics. They all look pretty useful. Like, they all look like they have a use. None look completely useless. So I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for the Taken King. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Doing so will let you see Destiny content similar to this. My Twitch channel and Twitter are both linked in the description of this video. So check out my Twitter if you want to get in touch with me, and check out my Twitch if you want to see my ramblings live. Again, I hope you enjoy, and as always, have a good day.